These comments wouldn't look out of place if they were made by some maniacal, harebrained third world dictator. But no, they were made by the President of France. The headlines were all about how Macron plans to, quote, piss off the unvaccinated. But his other remarks were even more odious. First off, many news outlets have translated the quote as Macron wanting to, quote, annoy the unjabbed. But as France Local highlights, the verb he used, a murder, actually means to cover in shit. Quote, and we will continue to do this until the end, said Macron. What's the end look like? Mass incarceration? Worse? Quote, when my freedom threatens that of others, I become irresponsible. An irresponsible person is no longer a citizen. No longer a citizen. That's how authority figures treat literal terrorists. Imagine any other world leader talking about any other minority of people in this manner. There'd be global outrage, warnings of potential crimes against humanity, international intervention. Yet the unjabbed have been so vehemently dehumanized, there's barely a whimper of official condemnation. Macron's comments are similar in their vulgarity to those espoused by Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Quote, they don't believe in science progress and are very often misogynistic and racist. This leads us as a leader and as a country to make a choice. Do we tolerate these people? It's not hyperbole to say that this is exactly how people in 1930s Germany were talked about. Whatever you think of their behaviour or their beliefs, no one can now deny the unvaccinated are a persecuted minority, demonized by the media, ostracized by society, oppressed by the state. If that's not persecution, I don't know what is. When governments are dictating what legal products unvaccinated people are banned from buying, as is now the case in Canada, that's a precursor to garish tyranny on a scale we haven't seen in generations. Bear in mind, Macron made these comments to build a case for passing a new law. The law would, when entering a cafe, restaurant, cinema and numerous other venues, eliminate the option of providing a negative test or proving natural immunity. So whereas the vaccinated can still spread the virus, you can there on the spot prove you don't have the virus, prove you can't spread it, and yet because you didn't comply, you're still banned. In every country where they've been tried, including France, vaccine passports have completely failed to stop the spread. But this is no longer about stopping the spread of a virus, is it? It's about enforcing unthinking, gelded mass obedience. It's about creating a permanently segregated medical apartheid society where the unjabbed are made to live little better than animals. Prominent figures from across the political spectrum denounced Macron. Right-wing populist Marine Le Pen called his comments vulgar and scandalous. Far-left candidate Jean-Luc Mélenchon labelled the remarks appalling, adding that they won't convince anyone to get vaccinated. In fact, Macron's comments were so foul, they might only succeed in stopping the law from being passed, with the French Parliament having already been suspended once in response to the controversy. Macron wants to piss off the French. They don't normally take too kindly to that, do they? But where are the yellow vests? Where are the blockades? The French riot over comparative minutiae, and yet are they going to remain silent on this? The French presidential election takes place in just 3 months' time. In a just and sane world, Macron's re-election chances would be toast. But the fact is, we don't live in a just and sane world. To get exclusive content, early access, behind the scenes stuff, and to personally interact with me, please sign up for my community at pauljosephwatson.locals.com. Link in description, and thank you for your generous support.